Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's the Toad Warrior here, twice the nerd at half the price. And I'm no math wizard, but that's probably a pretty damn good deal. Anyway, I got another great tutorial review for y'all, so why don't you come have an ice cold beverage with me and let's take a look at this thing. Today's build comes from YouTuber NeatCraft. If you're not familiar with that channel, you should go take a look. There are tons of great medieval and fantasy builds over there. You're really going to love it. Absolutely go check it out. Okay, in real estate, there's a saying, location, location, location. That's what matters, the location of a property. Well, I think if you're building a starter base in Minecraft, it's materials, materials, materials. The materials are what matter. We're talking a starter base, so they have to be easy to find and easy to mine. And this is where NeatCraft said, hold my beer, brother, I've got you. Then, using some of the easiest materials there are to get, produced this stunning starter castle. I mean, just take a look at it. There's so much depth and detail and contour. Everywhere you look, there's something else that catches your eye, draws you in, makes you love it. It doesn't feel like a starter base at all. It feels more like something you'd build, set up shop, and then stay there until you face fuck the Ender Dragon all over the underworld, you know, like a proper Minecraft base. Well, what about the interior, you ask? Can you build some giant automatic item sorting farm? Well, no, you can't. Fuck off, nerd. It's a starter castle. But what you do get is a relatively spacious 2-story main building and a 3-story tower for some auxiliary space. So let's head in and take a look around. Now, of note, the tutorial uses an iron door on the bottom floor, but I fucking hate iron doors because they're always slamming shut in my face, so I used a spruce door. Anyway, here in the first floor, you have a nice wide open space, perfect for setting up a great workshop and some basic storage. The area to the left is 5 blocks wide, so you could easily fit 20 double chests, which is more than enough storage for a while. Or you can make a max level enchanting station if you've got some way to get all the bookshelves you need. Over to the right, you have the first floor of the tower. In my eyes, just screams a potion room or brewing station or something like that. I'd probably add a ladder here going up to the second floor. You don't really need it because of the stairs over there, but it just hurts my OCD brain that it's not there. Towers need ladders. It's just kind of programmed into me. And speaking of these stairs over here, we're talking about a starter castle with a double wide staircase going up to the second floor. Fuck yeah, castle. Fuck yeah. Up at the top, you get another large space, well suited to setting up some more storage or a great bedroom. You could even fill in the ceiling here and make yourself a 3rd-story attic if you wanted. There's enough room for that. Through the door over here, you have a nice sized terrace where you can really take a look at your environment, shoot some mobs, whatever you want to do. Oh, here's a really great touch too. These windows are made with just a trapdoor at the bottom. So you can walk up, look around, do window shit, maybe take a few shots at some far off mobs, whatever. But if you really want to get close to the action and rain down hell on your enemies, you just flip the trapdoor down and bam, you're right there. I haven't seen windows made like that before, and I think it's super cool. Lastly, you head up the ladder to the top floor of the tower, and finally the roof of the tower where you get a pretty commanding view. For me, I'd probably get rid of the slab on the middle crenellation so I can jump up here and really see, but it does work just fine as is. For the practical side of things, this castle pulls in so many W's. It doesn't take long to build, maybe just a couple of days in-game. Again, it uses the most basic materials there are, making it super easy to put together right when you start a new world. There are a couple places in the video where I had to pause to make sure I was doing it correctly, but it's not a bad video, it's just a thing I wanted to make sure I was doing it perfectly. So, is this a perfect starter castle? You know what? I really think it is. There are 2 things to consider when making a great starter castle. I already mentioned the first, materials, materials, materials. This castle uses stone, brick, and cobblestone. Materials don't get much simpler or easier to find than that, so that's a total win. And the second thing is, does it look good? If not, what's even the point of building it? Why would you build something you don't like the look of? This castle delivers on both of those items. It looks absolutely fantastic, and it's made with the easiest materials there are to find. So yes, this is a perfect starter castle. I'd like to give a huge thank you to NeatCraft for giving us a great example of what a starter base can be with a little bit of creativity. Please keep up the excellent work. Anyway, I'm the Toad Warrior. Y'all have a great day.